Alright, back again, Luke here, and today what I wanted to do is show you guys the progress that I made on that Game Axe. As you can see here, this is the tube that I took out of it, which came to me as quite a surprise. I didn't know it was actually a bent tube that was inside there. As you can see, it's pretty black around the sides here, and this tube was just not putting out any light. So when I turned it on, even in the dark, when I had the lights on, you would see large black spots all over the screen, and just a lot of dim places where the bulb wasn't getting to. So if you remember from that last video that I put up, the bulbs that I was using were these old Game Gear bulbs. And as you can see here, they're definitely not rounded on the outside here, the same shape as this one. But what I managed to do is I took two of these old Game Gear tubes and I tied the two ends together here using a piece of wire, and then I wired in these two to kind of replicate this tube here. It's not a perfect replication because I didn't have this when it was brand new, but I assume this thing put out quite a bit of light. And around this back part here, this was a pretty essential part, but unfortunately I couldn't get that with these tubes here. I know I could have gone the route of buying some LEDs and installing those, or maybe gone a different route, maybe trying to get one of these handmade, or go to a shop and try and find something, similar to it, but I wanted to try and recycle whatever parts that I had, and, just kind of be creative. This is my first attempt at something like this, so thought I'd try and see if I could get it to at least turn on. But I figured I'd show you the system here. This is with it all put back together. As you can see, it's seen better days. The front part of the screen here is pretty scratched up, pretty dull in some places. But for the most part, it's back together. It's in one piece here. These are the two battery covers, which are right here. I took those off just for testing purposes. And this is the cartridge slot here. What's nice about it is it does have AV outs. So if you have a plug, which I might wind up making up here, regular kind of DIN connector, you can plug this into your TV and play this through your TV. Also has a controller port on the side here and some headphones, headphone jack, and on the bottom you have your color and your, or not your color, your brightness and your volume. On the front here you have the reset switch down at the bottom, and then over here you have your LCD to turn it on and off. What this is used for is if you plug it into a TV and you don't want your LCD screen turned on, you can just press this button here and turn the screen off. But I figured I'd show you guys what it looks like. It's not perfect by any means, but it was, just kind of creative attempt here to try and get at least a picture on the back. And it depends on the game. Some games look better than the others, but as an example here, here's Super Mario Brothers, and we'll try and put that in. I don't know if this is going to try and do this one-handed. It might come up kind of glitchy by doing this just one-handed, but I'm still using this iPhone here. Hopefully that might work. Let's see here, turn the power on. Yeah. So, as you can see here, here's the screen. Now, there's still some dark spots on the right side and a couple of dark spots on the left side, but it does have enough color to it to where I can actually play it. This is with the lights on here, so at least I can get a somewhat, reasonable picture with it. Before, like I said, the whole thing was just completely dark, and you could not see anything. This dark spot on the sides here, this is basically caused from not having that rounded tube, but let's kill the lights. And kind of see it a little bit better here. This is what it looks like. So it's definitely playable. Like I said, with the angle, it changes a little bit. So you can see, a little bit less if you turn it down like this. You can see a little bit more if you turn it up like this. Depends on the angle, but it at least is playable. So it's something I'm pretty happy about. Just kind of a little bit of an experiment here with some of these fluorescent bulbs, but finally got it to where it will turn on. If I press the start button, which is over here, you can kind of hear. This speaker is actually really loud, and it's not a capacitor issue with the other tube. The other tube is just really bad. It's just shot. Oh, that's changing the light brightness. Trying to do this thing in the dark here. But it does get quite loud. But nonetheless, at least it came out, and it does work, you know. Everything still works. You can move around. Doo-doo. Whee! No jump. But it does depend on the game. Some games look much, much better with the backlight in there. As an example, let's turn this back on here and hope that the other one goes in quite easily. Pop this off. And here is another game that many people may know, but by a different game. This is Metafight. And I'll put this in here, and maybe you guys will recognize it. Let's see if I can... Alright, maybe that'll fit in there quite well. Let's kill the lights here again. Turn this on. Alright. So, I mean, it does have a black background right now, so it doesn't look too bad at the moment. Like I said, it depends on where you hold the camera, but let's start this up here. And for those of you who know what this game is, you'll know already. I won't even have to press the start button, but for those of you who don't know, this is the Japanese version of this classic Nintendo game here. So, like I said, in some cases it does look better than others. It really depends on the game. Like for this one, it does not look too bad. But yeah, Metafight is just a game that, well, it's Blaster Master. It's the Japanese version of Blaster Master, so... Which I believe probably came out first, and then Blaster Master was made from this, and the whole story of the frog. That whole story of the frog is not in this one, but... As you can see here, it is playing, and it is quite bright. Let's see if I can find that volume control. It's something that I got for a reasonable price, but unfortunately I wasn't able to play it at all. So I wanted to try and make something here to where I could see the screen. And that's what kind of gave me the motivation here to go ahead and use those fluorescent tubes, because I knew I had the parts for it. But just thought I'd share that with you guys here and show you what's going on with this Game Axe. For those of you who do own a Game Axe, this is something that you can do if you have a couple of extra broken down game gears. You can just take out the fluorescent tubes and tie them together and yeah, solder them in, and you should be semi-set to go. It'll give you at least a better picture, a much clearer picture than what it had before. But just thought I'd share that with you guys for right now. Maybe nothing too spectacular here, but at least I've got this Game Axe back up and working, and yeah, I thought it was kind of neat, so I thought I'd make a video on it. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.